To Whitehorse Music TV! My name is Richard Bodiner and I'm co-owner of this wonderful shop with my lovely wife Michelle Bodiner, who is behind the camera. You can have a look behind you and you'll see her. She's very excited today because we're reviewing violas, a Struna Concert viola. And a Struna Master viola. And they are both brought to you by Acme Hair Growth Tonic, which doesn't work. First of all, I should say that these are two of our most popular violas. I don't often do reviews of two of the same brand, but we get a lot of questions about why should I spend the extra money and go for the Struna Master over the Struna Concert, and here is your answer video. So the Struna Concert is made using Russian spruce on the front, and Bosnian maple, no, not Bosnian maple, Chinese maple, highly flamed Chinese maple on the back and sides. And it uses a particular sort of, it uses a varnish which is sort of very dark, has dark pigment in it. It's made to look old. They're copies of antique instruments. They have a characteristic, they sound very woody. They sound very woody and deep and mellow and a little bit dark, which is good because they're a dark looking viola and they sound a bit dark. Where the Struna Master is very different in that the varnishing technique used, it uses a spirit varnish underneath and an oil varnish over the top, which is sort of worn away to the flanks, and this is the more expensive, time-consuming sort of varnish to create. Also uses Russian spruce on the front and highly flamed Chinese maple on the back and sides. Possibly sort of like, it is a sort of a step up in the quality of wood, but I think the varnishing technique is probably, most of the dollars. Now, the difference in sound, like I played the Struna Concert before, I might just play it again and then go straight over to the Master. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a lot more volume to start with. A lot more volume, a lot more ring to the sound. So it's very, very different, but it's much more penetrating on the top. It's not necessarily a family-friendly instrument. It's very big, very loud. If you are not a fan of your family and you want to wake up early in the morning and wake them all up and make them a little bit upset, then this would be the instrument for you. Great for in concerts and things like that, where the Struna Concert, the Struna Concert is, probably more family friendly. And if you like your family, you should buy that one. That's just silly. So they are, two very, very different instruments. I would say that if you were starting out, the Struna Concert wouldn't be such a bad choice over the Struna Master, because it's not necessarily going to highlight those little scratches and nasty sounds that you might make with the bow, those sorts of things. And for the more advancing student, probably this would be, a better choice as far as being able to get more dynamic range. So you'll be able to go into your exam and play extremely loud fortissimos and the extreme, pianissimos, just by changing the pressure from your bow, where with the concert you wouldn't necessarily be able to get quite as loud. Still a loud viola, just not as loud as the Master. And so there is the difference between those two. Thank you for your questions, keep them coming, and please subscribe by pressing on the button. They both get the thumbs up at Whitehorse Music, like obviously.